I finally understand the Lakers. LeBron was unstoppable. 42 points, 17 rebounds, and 8 assists, and he made it look effortless. He took over early, dropping 18 in the second quarter alone, helping the Lakers build a huge lead. Even when Golden State made their run, he stayed in control, knocking down 6 threes and keeping the Lakers ahead. When the Warriors cut it to 5, late in the fourth, he buried another deep shot to put the game away. He did it all. Austin Reaves was everywhere. 23 points, 3 steals, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. He played aggressive on both ends, scoring efficiently while disrupting Golden State's offense. Gabe Vincent was lights out from deep, knocking down 5 threes on his way to 15 points. That kind of shooting stretches the floor and gives the Lakers another weapon. The rebounding battle wasn't even close. Vanderbilt was an absolute force, grabbing 14 boards and adding 5 points, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. He hustled all night, keeping possessions alive and shutting down second chances for the Warriors. Jackson Hayes stepped up too, finishing with 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. He brought energy, protecting the paint and finishing strong inside. Rui Hachimura did a little bit of everything, scoring 11 points while grabbing 4 rebounds and dishing out 3 assists. Dorian Finney-Smith added 7 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a rebound, making his presence felt all over the floor. Everyone contributed, and that's exactly why the Lakers got it done. The Lakers are rolling, 4 straight wins, 10 out of their last 12, and they did this without Luka or Mark Williams even stepping on the court. The Warriors had Steph Curry doing everything he could, dropping 37 points and launching 23s, but the Lakers had the depth and firepower to handle it. This team is locked in, and with new pieces waiting to join the lineup, they're only going to get scarier. And the thing is, I think I kind of understand what the Lakers are trying to do with this new team. Let's do this by going player by player. We'll start with Luka. I gotta show Mavs highlights, obviously because he hasn't played for the Lakers yet. But Luka is about to change everything for the Lakers. They're already on fire, winning 10 of their last 12, but adding a superstar who's putting up 28 points per game with insane efficiency. That's a game changer. He's not just another scorer, he's a complete offensive weapon who makes everyone around him better. LeBron's been carrying so much of the offensive load for years, but now he's got the perfect co-star to take that pressure off. This is exactly what the Lakers needed. Luka's scoring is on another level, 28 points per game, which puts him ahead of nearly every player in the league. His ability to get buckets from anywhere on the floor makes him nearly impossible to guard. He's hitting 6 two-pointers a night, draining 3 threes per game, and taking over 20 shots every time he steps on the court, while keeping his efficiency sky high. That's not normal. The Lakers already have LeBron creating mismatches, but defenses can't load up on him anymore because Luka will pick them apart. If teams try doubling LeBron, Luka will get an open look or create one for someone else. And speaking of efficiency, Luka's numbers are ridiculous. His true shooting percentage is nearly 59%, which ranks him ahead of 97% of the league. That means he's not just scoring a lot, he's scoring efficiently, which is exactly what the Lakers need. They've got guys who can finish plays, but Luka's ability to create his own shot and get to the rim makes him the ultimate weapon. Defenders can't play him too tight because he'll drive past them, but if they back off, he'll hit the jumper. He's taking almost 7 free throws a game, and when he gets to the line, he makes teams pay. And it's not just about getting buckets. Luka completely changes how a team's offense operates. His offensive rating is over 120, which ranks him higher than 98% of players. That means when he's on the floor, his team's offense runs at an elite level. The Lakers have had stretches where the offense slows down, but Luka fixes that immediately. His ability to create shots for himself and his teammates is going to make life easier for everyone, especially LeBron. The Lakers have relied so much on LeBron's playmaking, but now they've got another guy who can take control and keep the offense flowing. And let's talk about Luka's passing. He's averaging nearly 8 assists per game, ranking him ahead of 96% of players. His assist percentage is nearly 34%, which means over a third of his team's buckets come from his passing when he's on the floor. That's insane. He's creating 19 points per game just off assists, and that doesn't even include all the plays where his passing leads to a hockey assist. The Lakers have finishes all over the court, and Luka's passing will get them even easier looks. This is exactly what the Lakers have been missing. His ball handling is elite too. He ranks in the 98th percentile in handling ability, which means defenses can't pressure him into mistakes. He's turning the ball over just 3 times a game, despite being the primary ball handler, which is crazy considering how much he controls the offense. His turnover percentage is under 10, putting him ahead of over 92% of the league. That's an incredible number for someone who has the ball in his hands as much as he does. The Lakers needed another primary creator who can handle pressure, and Luka gives them that immediately. By the way, if you guys enjoy these deep dives, I'll be posting every day during this season. I genuinely appreciate if you could subscribe. Thanks. Anyways, Luka. And even though he's known for his offense, Luka's defense is underrated. His defensive rating sits at 111, and his impact ranks him above 82% of players in mixed team defense. He's averaging 2 steals per game, meaning he's actively disrupting passing lanes and creating transition opportunities. The Lakers are already a strong defensive team, but Luka's presence gives them another big body who can defend multiple positions and force turnovers. That's a huge addition. Rebounding, he's got that covered too. He's pulling down over 8 boards a night, ranking him ahead of most guards in the league. Nearly all of those are defensive rebounds, meaning he's helping secure possessions and pushing the ball the other way. His defensive rebounding percentage is just under 20, putting him in the top 2% of all players. That means when he's on the floor, he's cleaning up the glass and making sure the Lakers control possessions. With LeBron already dominating the boards, adding Luka's rebounding makes the Lakers even tougher to beat. And then there's his overall impact. His net rating is almost plus 10, meaning his presence alone swings the game by 10 points in his team's favor. That's unreal. The Lakers already have one of the greatest players of all time running the show. And now they're adding a guy who ranks in the 98th percentile in offensive impact, plus minus, and overall team margin. That's the definition of a game changer. The best part, his usage rate is sky high, sitting at over 32%. That means he's responsible for a massive chunk of his team's offense. That's exactly what the Lakers need, because it takes pressure off LeBron and allows him to pick his spots instead of having to carry everything. The combination of Luka's scoring, passing, rebounding, and playmaking makes him the perfect addition. And what's scary is that Luka doesn't need to adjust much to fit in with the Lakers. He's already played alongside another superstar in Dallas, so he knows how to work in a system with another dominant player. But unlike his previous situation, he's now joining a team with a proven leader in LeBron. That means he won't have to force anything. He can just play his game, and the Lakers will be better because of it. LeBron's never played with a guard who can create like this. Sure, he's had great teammates, but Luka is a different kind of player. He's got size, skill, and the ability to take over games in multiple ways. When LeBron sits, the offense won't stall because Luka will keep things moving. When they're on the floor together, defenses are going to be completely overwhelmed. And let's not forget about the impact on the role players. With Luka running the offense, guys like Austin Reaves, Gabe Vincent, and Rui Hachimura are going to get even better looks. Defenders won't be able to focus on them because they'll be too worried about LeBron and Luka. That's going to lead to more open threes, more transition opportunities, and a much smoother offense overall. The Lakers are already winning without Luka, but once he steps on the floor, this team's going to another level. Defenses won't be able to load up on LeBron anymore. The floor spacing will improve, and the offense will become even more dynamic. Luka's about to turn the Lakers into a nightmare for the rest of the league. But then we can talk about the other addition, Mark Williams. Mark Williams is exactly what the Lakers needed in the front court. With LeBron orchestrating the offense and Luka creating plays from everywhere on the floor, Williams is going to be the perfect anchor inside. He's bringing size, efficiency, and rebounding at a level that's going to make an immediate impact. The Lakers have been looking for a dominant big who can protect the paint, finish efficiently, and clean up the glass. And Williams checks every single box. First off, his scoring efficiency is elite. He's putting up over 15 points per game while shooting nearly 59% from the field. That ranks him higher than 88% of players. And it's not just about getting easy buckets. His true shooting percentage is nearly 64%, meaning he's making the most of every scoring opportunity. He's not forcing bad shots, he's taking high percentage looks, and he's converting them at an elite rate. That's exactly the kind of big the Lakers need playing alongside LeBron and Luka. And the best part, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. His usage rate sits at just over 22%, meaning he doesn't take up too many possessions, but still finds a way to be extremely productive. That's a perfect fit for a team that already has 2 high usage stars in LeBron and Luka. He's going to thrive by playing off their playmaking, cutting to the basket, and dominating around the rim. His ability to finish inside is going to be a huge boost for the Lakers' offense. He's making over 6 two-pointers per game on just over 10 attempts. That means he's converting more than half of his looks inside the arc. He doesn't take threes, but he doesn't need to. His ability to score efficiently in the paint is going to give the Lakers a reliable inside presence. With Luka and LeBron drawing attention on the perimeter, Williams is going to get so many easy looks around the basket. And then there's his rebounding. This is where he really separates himself. He's pulling down nearly 10 rebounds per game, which puts him ahead of 93% of players. That's exactly what the Lakers need. A big who can dominate the glass. He's grabbing over 3 offensive boards a night, which ranks him in the top 94% of players. That means extra possessions, putbacks, and second chance opportunities. With him crashing the glass, the Lakers will be even tougher to stop. On the defensive side, he's just as valuable. He's blocking over 1 shot per game, and he's pulling down over 6 defensive boards every night. That puts him in the top 73% of all players when it comes to cleaning up missed shots. His ability to grab offensive rebounds is going to be a game changer for this team. His offensive rebounding percentage is over 11%, meaning he's grabbing more second chances than almost every big in the league. The Lakers have had issues with second chance points in the past, but Williams is going to help fix that immediately. His effort on the glass will create more scoring opportunities and keep the offense flowing. And the best part about his game, he doesn't turn the ball over. His turnover percentage is just over 6%, meaning he's one of the most reliable bigs when it comes to taking care of the ball. He's not forcing bad plays, he's not making risky passes, and he's making smart decisions every time he touches the ball. That's huge for a team that already has elite playmakers handling the offense. His assist numbers might not jump off the page, but he's making the right plays. He's averaging 2.5 assists per game, which means he's not just a finisher. He can also make the extra pass when needed. His assist percentage is nearly 17, meaning he's creating good looks for his teammates whenever he gets the ball. With Luka and LeBron running the offense, Williams won't have to create on his own, but his ability to make quick reads will help the Lakers move the ball even better. And then there's his overall impact. His presence on the floor is going to be huge for the Lakers. He ranks in the top 51% of the league when it comes to mixed team defense, meaning he's actively preventing opponents from scoring both individually and as a team. That's exactly what the Lakers need. A big who can alter shots, play strong interior defense, and anchor the backline. The Lakers already have one of the best cores in the league, but adding a dominant big like Williams makes them even more dangerous. He's going to thrive next to LeBron and Luka, playing the perfect role as a rim protector, rebounder, and efficient inside scorer. He doesn't need a high usage rate to be effective, he doesn't take bad shots, and he dominates the glass on both ends. With Luka creating plays on the perimeter, LeBron attacking from everywhere, and Williams controlling the paint, this team is going to be a nightmare for the rest of the league. The rebounding, the defense, the finishing inside, it all fits perfectly. The Lakers are already rolling, but adding a high-efficiency big like Williams is going to take them to another level. But then let's talk about some guys on the squad currently, starting with LeBron. LeBron is still defying logic, 40 years old, 22nd season, and he's putting up 24 points, nearly 8 rebounds, and 9 assists every night. Nobody in NBA history has ever sustained this level of production for this long. Most players at this stage are role players, struggling to keep up with the pace of the game. But LeBron, he's still one of the best in the league, playing at an all-NBA level, dominating matchups, and keeping the Lakers in the title race. The best part? With Luka joining him, his job is about to get so much easier. For years, LeBron has carried an enormous load. He's been the primary scorer, the primary playmaker, and the leader all at once. Everything has run through him. If the Lakers needed a bucket, he had to get it. If they needed a play to be made, he had to create it. If they needed someone to take over, he was always the guy. But now, he finally has a co-star who can take some of that pressure off. Luka is stepping in as an elite ball handler, someone who can run the offense, set up teammates, and take control of the game without LeBron having to do everything himself. That's a game changer, and the numbers prove it. LeBron's usage rate is still high, at just over 30%, meaning he's responsible for a massive portion of the Lakers' offense. But Luka's arrival means that number is going to drop, and that's a great thing. LeBron doesn't have to bring the ball up every time. He doesn't have to initiate every single play, and he doesn't have to spend every possession orchestrating the offense. Instead, he can pick his spots, attack when the defense is weakest, and save his energy for when the team needs him most. And that's huge, because even at this stage of his career, LeBron is still one of the best playmakers in the NBA. He's dishing out 9 assists per game, putting him ahead of 99% of players. His assist percentage is an absurd 43%, meaning nearly half of his team's made baskets come from his passing when he's on the floor. That's insane, but the problem has always been that he's had to do everything. He creates for himself and everyone else. That's why Luka's presence is so important. Luka is going to take so much pressure off LeBron. Right now, LeBron has to set up the offense and still find his own shots. That's why his field goal attempts are so high, over 18 shots per game. He's still shooting an incredibly efficient 58% from the field and 60% true shooting, which puts him ahead of nearly all players in the league. But with Luka running the show at times, LeBron is going to get even better looks. Instead of working so hard for every basket, he'll get easy transition opportunities, wide open threes, and mismatches where he can bully smaller defenders. And that's the key. LeBron can now focus on being even more efficient. He's already scoring over 1 point per shot attempt, ranking him ahead of 99% of the league in true shooting. That's absurd for someone who's been playing for over 2 decades. Luka's ability to collapse defenses and make pinpoint passes is going to give LeBron even more open looks. Defenses already struggle to stop him, but now they won't even be able to send as many double teams. If they do, Luka will pick them apart. It's a lose-lose situation for every team in the league. And let's talk about rebound. Even at 40 years old, LeBron is still pulling down nearly 8 boards per game, ranking him among the best rebounding forwards in the NBA. He's grabbing almost 7 defensive rebounds every night, meaning he's still a key part of securing possessions and pushing the ball in transition. But now, with Mark Williams in the paint and Luka controlling possessions, LeBron won't have to fight for rebounds every single time. That's going to give him more opportunities to run the floor, get out in transition, and take advantage of his speed and power. Defensively, LeBron is still making a strong impact. His defensive rating sits at 116, ranking him ahead of over 80% of players in mixed team defense. He's still contesting shots, grabbing steals, and shutting down opponents when needed. But again, Luka and Williams are going to make his life easier. Williams is protecting the rim. Luka is taking some of the perimeter pressure off, and that means LeBron can conserve energy for when it matters most. And that's the biggest key. LeBron can now focus on being great when it matters. The biggest issue the Lakers have faced in recent years is that he's had to do too much for too long. He's still capable of dominating, but at 40 years old, having Luka by his side means he doesn't have to do it all for 40 minutes a night. He can conserve energy, stay fresh, and pick apart defenses when it's needed most. That's exactly what the Lakers have been missing. And the numbers don't lie. LeBron is still at the top of the league in ball handling ability, efficiency, and playmaking. His turnover percentage is incredibly low, considering how much he handles the ball, and his ability to create for others remains elite. But now, he's got a co-star who can do all of those things at an elite level as well. Luka's addition is going to give LeBron the most freedom he's had in years, and that means he's going to be even more dangerous. The Lakers won't just be dangerous in half-court sets, they'll be deadly in transition too. The Lakers were already rolling, but now, with Luka in the mix, LeBron's life just got a whole lot easier. He won't have to carry the offense on every possession. He won't have to fight through double teams all night, and he won't have to expend as much energy just to keep the team competitive. Instead, he can do what he does best, dominate when it matters. That's going to make the Lakers a legitimate title threat, and it's going to give LeBron the best chance he's had in years to make another deep playoff run. Luka's presence means LeBron can extend his prime even longer. He doesn't have to worry about wearing down over an 82-game season because he finally has someone who can take over games just like he can. That means fewer minutes, more efficiency, and more explosive performances when they're really needed. This isn't just about making the regular season easier, it's about making sure LeBron is fresh and ready to dominate in the playoffs. And the scary part, we haven't even seen them on the floor together yet. The chemistry between LeBron and Luka is going to develop quickly. And when it does, the rest of the league is in trouble. This isn't just another superstar pairing. This is one of the greatest basketball minds ever teaming up with one of the most gifted young players in the game. It's a perfect combination of skill, IQ, and leadership. LeBron has spent his entire career making his teammates better, but now he finally has a teammate who can do the same for him. The Lakers are already playing at a high level, but once Luka steps on the court, LeBron's life is going to get a whole lot easier. The rest of the league better be ready, because this duo is about to take over. But then let's talk about Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves is stepping into the perfect role as the Lakers' third option behind LeBron and Luka. He's already proving he can handle a bigger workload, putting up over 18 points per game while still playing efficient, unselfish basketball. The best part, with LeBron and Luka drawing most of the defensive attention, Reaves is going to get even better looks, and his impact on this team is only going to grow. He's already one of the most efficient scorers at his position, shooting nearly 54% effective field goal percentage, and a true shooting percentage of 59 puts him ahead of almost 70% of the league. That means he's not just getting shots up, he's making them count. He's averaging almost 4 two-pointers a night and knocking down nearly 3 threes per game, showing his ability to score from all over the floor. The Lakers need a reliable third option who can hit shots when Luka and LeBron create space, and Reaves is that guy. And what makes him even more dangerous is that he's not just a spot-up shooter. He can create for himself and others. He's dishing out over 6 assists per game, ranking him ahead of nearly 90% of players. His assist percentage sits at 25%, meaning he's generating offense at a high level whenever he has the ball. That's a massive boost for a Lakers team that already has 2 elite playmakers in Luka and LeBron. Reaves isn't just benefiting from their presence. He's making plays for them too. And he's doing all of this while keeping his turnovers low. His turnover percentage is just over 10, putting him ahead of 70% of players when it comes to taking care of the ball. That's a huge advantage because it means the Lakers can trust him to handle the ball without making costly mistakes. He's taking almost 14 shots per game and getting to the free throw line nearly 5 times a night, proving he's aggressive but controlled. That's exactly the kind of third option this team needs. Reaves isn't just an offensive weapon, he's also making an impact on the defensive end. He's averaging over a steal per game and grabbing nearly 4 defensive rebounds a night. His mixed team defense rating puts him ahead of 70% of players, showing that he's actively helping the Lakers lock down opponents. He may not be a lockdown defender, but he's doing his job, contesting shots, forcing turnovers, and making the right rotation. And his overall impact is undeniable. His offensive rating sits at nearly 118. And his net rating is positive, meaning his presence on the court is consistently helping the Lakers outscore their opponents. Over 56% of the games he plays in, he finishes with a positive plus-minus, and the Lakers are almost 3 points better when he's on the floor compared to when he's off. That's a testament to how valuable he's become. And now, with Luka in the lineup, Reaves' game is going to reach another level. Luka's ability to create shots for teammates is going to give Reaves even more space to operate. Defenses won't be able to collapse on him because they'll be too worried about Luka and LeBron. That means more open threes, more lanes to attack, and more easy scoring opportunities. Reaves is already putting up 18 a night, but with the extra space he's about to get, don't be surprised if that number climbs even higher. And what's really exciting is that Reaves isn't just a role player, he's a legitimate playmaker. The Lakers don't need him to be just a shooter. They need him to be a secondary ball handler who can take pressure off Luka and LeBron. And that's exactly what he's been doing. He ranks in the 95th percentile in ball handling ability, meaning he can create shots for himself and others at a high level. That's a huge asset for a team that's going to be running a lot of offensive sets through their guards. And his chemistry with LeBron has already been developing over the past few seasons. LeBron trusts him in big moments, and now, with Luka joining the mix, that trust is only going to grow. Reaves is proving he's more than just a supporting piece. He's an essential part of this team's success. His ability to space the floor, handle the ball, create plays, and defend makes him the perfect third option in this offense. The Lakers don't just need a third scorer, they need someone who can step up when Luka or LeBron sit, someone who can create offense when defenses key in on the stars, and someone who can make winning plays without forcing bad shots. That's exactly who Reaves is. He's playing the best basketball of his career, and with the Lakers' new look roster, he's about to become even more dangerous. This isn't just another role player stepping up. This is a young star finding his place in one of the most talented lineups in the league. And with Luka and LeBron setting the table, Reaves is going to feast all season long. But then, guys, I think are extremely important. Starting with Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is the ultimate hustle guy for the Lakers. He's not here to put up flashy numbers or dominate the ball. His job is to bring relentless energy, hustle on every possession, crash the boards, and lock down the opposing team's best players. Every championship team needs a guy like and his impact on this Lakers squad is massive. His defensive presence alone makes him one of the most valuable players on the floor. He ranks in the 98th percentile in mixed team defense, meaning he's shutting down scorers, contesting shots, and making life miserable for whoever he's guarding. He's averaging nearly 2 steals per game, putting him among the best perimeter defenders in the league. His defensive rating of 103 is elite, proving that when he's on the floor, the Lakers become significantly tougher to score against. And he's not just playing good defense, he's completely changing the way teams attack. His net rating is absurd, sitting at plus 28, meaning when he's in the game, the Lakers are dominating. Over 83% of the time, he finishes with a positive plus-minus, which shows just how much of a difference his hustle and effort make. He's not the guy scoring 20 points a night, but the Lakers are winning possessions every time he's on the floor. His rebounding is just as important as his defense. He's averaging almost 7 rebounds per game, ranking him ahead of most players in the league. But it's not just about the number. It's about how and when he's grabbing them. He's pulling down over 4 defensive boards a game, which means he's securing stops and getting the Lakers into transition. And his offensive rebounding, that's where he really shines. He's grabbing 2.5 offensive boards per game, ranking him in the top 99% of players in offensive rebounding percentage. That means he's keeping plays alive, getting extra possessions, and giving the Lakers second chance opportunities that lead to easy buckets. And what makes him even more valuable is that he's doing all of this without needing the ball. His usage rate is just over 10%, meaning he's playing within the flow of the game and not taking shots away from the stars. He's only attempting 3 shots per game, but that's exactly why he's so important. He doesn't force bad shots or disrupt the offense. He makes the right plays, keeps the ball moving, and focuses on the things that win games. Even when he does get the ball, he's making smart decisions. His assist rate isn't high, but he's still averaging over 1 assist per game while keeping his turnovers low. His turnover percentage is just over 12, meaning he's not making costly mistakes or trying to do too much. That's exactly what the Lakers need. A player who knows his role, plays within himself, and does all the little things that don't always show up in the box score. And let's talk about what his presence means for the rest of the team. With Vanderbilt locking down the opposing team's best player, LeBron doesn't have to exert as much energy on defense. Luka doesn't have to worry about chasing around the quickest guards. Vanderbilt takes on the toughest assignments every night, allowing the Lakers stars to focus on what they do best, scoring and creating offense. Vanderbilt's effort makes it easier for them to play their game, protecting the rim without having to worry about securing every single board. He's the perfect complement to the Lakers' front court because he does all the little things that keep a team in control of the game. Every championship team needs a player like Vanderbilt. He's not worried about his stats. He's not looking to take over the offense, and he's not trying to be the star. He's just focused on winning. His ability to disrupt offenses, grab key rebounds, and make hustle plays is exactly why he's such an important piece of this Lakers squad. The stars might get all the attention, but Vanderbilt's energy is what sets the tone for this team every single night. The Lakers already have 2 of the best offensive players in the league in LeBron and Luka, but they need guys who are willing to do the dirty work, and that's exactly what Vanderbilt does. His defense, rebounding, and effort make the Lakers a nightmare matchup for any team in the league. He's not just a role player, he's an essential piece of this championship puzzle. But then we can talk about DFS. DFS is exactly what this Lakers team needed. He's not here to dominate the ball or put up huge numbers. He's here to lock down the opposing team's best scorers and knock down open shots when Luka and LeBron create opportunity. Every team that wants to win a title needs a guy like DFS, and he fits this squad perfectly. He's an absolute sniper from deep. His effective field goal percentage is over 61%, ranking him in the top tier of the league in efficiency. His true shooting percentage is over 62%, which puts him ahead of 94% of players. That means when he takes a shot, it's almost always a great look. He's knocking down 2 threes per game on limited attempts, proving he doesn't need a high volume to make an impact. With Luka and LeBron drawing attention, DFS is going to feast on catch and shoot opportunities. And that's what makes him so valuable. He knows his role and executes it at an elite level. He's only taking about 7 shots per game, but every single one of them is a high quality look. He's not forcing anything, he's not taking bad shots, and he's playing within the offense. That's exactly what the Lakers need from him. When defenses collapse on LeBron's drives or Luka's stepbacks, DFS will be standing in the corner, ready to knock down another 3. But DFS isn't just a shooter. His defense is what really makes him stand out. He's ranking in the top 69% of players in mixed team defense, meaning he's actively making life miserable for opposing scorers. He's averaging almost a steal per game, while also chipping in blocks and contesting shots. He's not just guarding one position, he's switching onto guards, wings, and even some bigs, making him one of the most versatile defenders on the team. And the impact is clear. When he's on the floor, the Lakers are simply better. His net rating sits at +7, meaning his presence alone swings games in the Lakers' favor. And his on-off impact is even bigger. When he plays, the Lakers are almost 9 points better per 100 possessions. That's massive. He's not someone who's going to light up the box score, but he's the kind of player that winning teams can't function without. And this isn't new for DFS. He's already got experience playing alongside Luka. Back in Dallas, he was one of Luka's most trusted teammates, spacing the floor, playing tough defense, and doing all the little things that don't show up in the stats. That chemistry is going to be huge for the Lakers because Luka already knows exactly where DFS wants the ball. Their connection is going to lead to even more open shots and better spacing for the entire offense. And let's talk about his rebounding. He's not the biggest player on the floor, but he's grabbing nearly 4 boards a game, with over one of them coming on the offensive end. That means extra possessions, putbacks, and hustle plays that make a real difference. His offensive rebounding percentage is over 5%, ranking him in the top 65% of players. He's doing all the little things that help teams win. DFS is the type of player who makes championship teams complete. He's not asking for the ball, he's not taking bad shots, and he's not worried about his stats. He's just doing everything a team needs to win. He's playing elite defense, spacing the floor, rebounding, and making winning plays every single night. With Luka and LeBron creating offense, DFS is going to be in the perfect spot to do what he does best. He's going to get wide open shots. He's going to lock up the opposing team's best scorers, and he's going to bring toughness to this Lakers squad. He's not just a role player. He's a vital part of this team's success. And then lastly, I want to talk about Rui, the Lakers' ultimate scoring weapon. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, no matter what role he plays, he's giving this team reliable, efficient scoring every single night. He's putting up almost 13 points per game, ranking him ahead of nearly 80% of players, and he's doing it with elite efficiency, shooting nearly 59% effective field goal percentage and over 61% true shooting. That's exactly what the Lakers need from him. He's not just taking shots, he's making them at an elite rate. And it's not just about the numbers. Rui's shot selection is what makes him so valuable. He's taking just under 10 shots per game, but every single one of them is high quality. He's knocking down over 3 two-pointers per game, while also stretching the floor with almost 2 threes a night. Defenses can't ignore him, and that's exactly why he's so dangerous, playing alongside LeBron and Luka. With those two creating opportunities, Rui is always in the right spot, ready to knock down open looks. His offensive impact goes beyond just scoring. His offensive rating sits at almost 116, proving that when he's on the floor, the Lakers' offense is operating at a high level. He's not a ball-dominant player, but his ability to fit into the system and play efficiently makes him a perfect piece in this lineup. He's not forcing bad shots. He's not over-dribbling. He's just doing exactly what the Lakers need, scoring when opportunities come his way. And what makes him even more valuable is that he's doing all of this with a low usage rate. He's only finishing about 16% of the Lakers' offensive plays, meaning he's finding ways to be productive without demanding the ball. That's exactly what this team needs. With Luka and LeBron orchestrating the offense, Rui is thriving as an off-ball scorer, finding gaps in the defense, cutting at the right times, and spacing the floor with his shooting. And he's not just an offensive player, he's making an impact on the defensive end too. His mixed team defense rating puts him ahead of almost 80% of players, meaning he's actively helping prevent opponents from scoring. He's averaging almost a steal per game while also adding half a block a night, proving he's using his length and size to disrupt shots and passing lanes. He's not a lockdown defender, but he's playing his role, contesting shots, rotating well, and making smart plays on that end of the floor. And then there's his rebound. He's grabbing over 5 boards per game, ranking him in the top 60% of players. He's pulling down almost 4 defensive rebounds a night, while also crashing the glass for second chance opportunities with over 1 offensive board per game. That's exactly what the Lakers need from him. He's not just standing around waiting for shots. He's staying active, keeping possessions alive, and helping the team control the boards. But what makes Rui so important is his ability to adapt. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's giving the Lakers exactly what they need: efficient scoring, smart shot selection, and steady production. With Luka and Mark Williams joining the lineup, his role may shift, but his impact won't. He's going to keep finding ways to contribute, whether it's as a primary scorer with the second unit or a perfect complementary piece next to the stars. His ability to hit shots, rebound, defend, and play within the offense makes him a perfect fit for this team. He's not out there forcing bad shots or taking unnecessary risks. He's just playing winning basketball, and that's exactly why the Lakers need him. No matter how the rotation changes, Rui is going to be a major factor in this team's success. Overall, though, I'm excited about this team. LeBron, Luka, Reaves, Mark Williams. It doesn't get more showtime than this. If you guys enjoyed this, I'll be posting every day during the season. I genuinely appreciate if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.